Now, the absolute best way to save money in Thailand, the most common way I've seen people go broke. All right, well today we're talking money. Now, it definitely didn't happen as soon as I got here. It took me a while to figure it out, but after 2 years, I feel like I've got some pretty solid info on how to be cheap. Okay, maybe not cheap, but solid info on how to set aside some money that you don't have to spend on the stupid things, and then you can spend it on the things that are, good for you. Maybe put in some savings, buy some stocks. All right, let's be real. I know most of you degenerates are just gonna spend it on beer, but that's okay. I'm Ian, you are watching Tempus TV. Let's get into it. Now, one thing that everybody is gonna have to do, no matter what your plans for Thailand are, no matter how you like to live your life, you're gonna need a place to live, right? Now, whether you go the house route or the condo route, there's quite a few ways you can save some money and find the best deals. Now, of course, you can go the traditional route, hire an agent, tell them what you're looking for, and that's for sure gonna expedite your process because most of the time they've got a backlog of tons of condos, especially here in Pattaya, Bangkok, places like that. So you can only go and look at the ones that have what you're looking for, but that convenience does come at an extra cost usually. What I do, and what a few of my friends typically do, is try to find the listings by private owners. Now, when it comes to Thailand, a lot of foreigners own condos here, and a lot of them don't spend year-round in Thailand. So when they're not here, they're looking to rent that place out to kind of subsidize the cost, right? Now, where do you find these listings? There's a few ways you can go about it, but what I've found is the most reliable and convenient is through Facebook groups. Now, there's one that I'm in all the time. I think it's Pattaya for rent or Pattaya condos for rent. Everybody has access to Facebook, so you'll see them go up in there quite a bit. Now, agents still post in there as well, but in general, this is a really good way to find them. Or you can just go on Instagram, find a creator that does a condo tour. If you like their condo, figure out where it is, wait in their neighborhood, catch them on their way home, be assertive, and now you have a new condo. Okay, for the love of God, please don't do that. All right, guys, just a quick teleport to Tempus TV HQ to let you know about today's video sponsor, imean.AI. Now, with everything we've talked about today, whether you're planning a trip, whether you're planning to move, or just go on vacation, one of the things that we all need to budget on, we all need to find the best deals, and that has to do with flights. But luckily, imean.AI has stepped up to the plate with their Deals Hunter functionality. Start off by going to www.imean.ai/agent. Once we've made it here, we'll go ahead and go down and say get all info for one-way flights from Bangkok to Bali on October 22nd, 2024. We'll go ahead and hit enter and let the AI do all the work for us by going and comparing across hundreds of different websites to find the best deals on that flight. Probably one of my favorite features about imean.AI is you can go over here, you can click on the perform periodically link here. Then you can go ahead and set up some automation. So maybe if you're leaving in a couple months, you can set this to run 2-3 times a week just to make sure you're getting the best deal possible. And now that the AI has done its thing, we can go down here, click on this table, and then this will open up a page giving us hot links to all the flights it has found. It puts everything in this nice table. Puts everything in this nice table right here, gives you all the pricing, gives you all the direct links to purchase that flight. So the price you see is the price that you're gonna get. For me, this is great. It's gotten rid of a lot of headaches when it comes to finding flights. It's a one-stop shop. You're not gonna have 100 tabs open on your computer. Once you do give it a shot, feel free to come back to the video. Let us all know down in the comments how it worked for you, any other functionality that you may have found that you enjoy. Once again, a major thank you to imean.AI. Let's get back to the video. Now, all my friends and my family will tell you that I love spending money. Pretty much regardless of what it is, I like buying stuff. But there is one thing, the bane of my existence, the one thing that really grinds my gears every time I do it is buying house goods. Now, there's nothing like going to the store, you go up to the checkout, it's $150, you've got nothing but soap and floor cleaner and maybe a mop bucket if you're feeling real fancy. But I'll tell you, man, that gets me fired up. But everybody's got to buy soap, right? Well, at least you should be. Don't be crusty, man.
I mean, come on. I know you. You know you.
So when it comes to doing this in Thailand, for the longest time, I was getting everything from 7-Eleven or the grocery store. Get on Lazada. If you don't know what Lazada is, it is the Thailand equivalent of Amazon. Everything on there is dirt cheap. Is it gonna take 3 weeks to get here? Probably, because most of it comes from China. But let's be real, that's not the first time you haven't washed your crack in 3 weeks. And in general, it's a lot cheaper. It will save you a lot of money. And something about just ordering that stuff instead of paying in person makes me feel better about the whole ordeal. Now, I'll be honest. Do I have moments where I eat like an 18-year-old Minecraft streamer with absolutely zero accountability? Yes. Does that help me keep a good monthly budget when it comes to food costs? No. But just for the sake of argument, let's say that I am a very healthy / responsible spender when it comes to eating. If I was that person in Thailand, what would I do to eat better and cheaper? Well, this one's actually really easy. Just pay attention to what the locals do. Can your food budget in Thailand remain very low? A fraction of what you're gonna be paying in the United States? Yes, but there's only a couple ways to do that. Most of the time, it's gonna be eating at places like this, or finding, you know, the little hole in the wall, privately owned, little Thai, no sign out front, finding those restaurants. Follow what the locals do, pay attention to where and what they are eating. That will help you save money, and Thai food in general is more healthy than American food. Now, before you go down in the comments, I know a few of you are already on your way. Before you type anything, notice I said more healthy. Now, I know that's not saying much when you're comparing it to American food. Yes, Thai food, if you overdo it, can be a bit unhealthy, but in general, it's not gonna make you fat as fast. It's not gonna, you know, put your cholesterol on the next SpaceX rocket like so much American food will. Grocery shopping can be a good option to save money, but I would say unless you're feeding a family, if you're a single guy like me, or even a couple, I don't really see it saving you too much money. Now, if you're, you know, a single dude or woman, whatever, and you're planning on cooking for yourself every single night, like a 1950s lithium munching housewife, it's probably in general the same price, if not cheaper, to go to the places that we mentioned. So we already talked about finding good options on flights, but if you want to travel around in Thailand and maybe you don't want to fly, maybe you want a more authentic Thai experience, how can you do that while remaining budget conscious? A big one, if you're going to be in Bangkok, you may or may not know that Bangkok actually has a really good public rail system, and they offer cards where you just pay for a card up front, and this will save you money if you're planning on riding the train a lot in Bangkok. Even though the train rides are still very cheap, no sense in giving away free money, right? Now, if you're talking about going to other places in Thailand, the rail still applies. There are trains that go all over Thailand, as well as buses, and these are by far the most budget-friendly options. If you're looking to spend a little bit more for some comfort, you can hire private taxis to pretty much take you anywhere you want, but this is another one where if you move like the locals do, much like if you eat like they do, you'll be able to save a lot of money. And when you go to these big bus stations, train stations, a lot of what you're gonna see are Thai people. Now, the absolute best way to save money in Thailand, the most common way I've seen people go broke, is not doing this, especially if you're a single, younger man in Thailand. Stay exactly that, stay single. I don't know how many guys I've seen come here, maybe not on a really tight budget, but tight-ish, and then they get some cute Thai girlfriend, and then before you know it, they are broke. Now, of course, this isn't to say that, oh, all Thai girls just want money, but we all know girlfriends are expensive, man. Even if you're not maybe the more traditional guy who's buying dinner every time, it does not matter. If you come to Thailand, you find a cutie, you start dating her, before you know it, you're in island bungalows and you're going to restaurants and eating foods that you can't pronounce, and it is just a slippery slope. It's really easy to do. I've done it. My friends have done it. You'll most likely do it. But just keep that in mind. I'm sure you're smart enough to know that girlfriends cost money, even if it's not upfront costs, if it's delayed or a girlfriend mortgage or whatever. That is for sure gonna help you go broke real quick. And also, if you're trying to find your Thai girlfriend, I'll be the first one to tell you, your future wife is probably not at the table in the back of the club. So if you're going all those places, chasing chicks, live your life, man. We've all done it. I do it. If you're doing that, you're gonna burn through money really quick. So if you're coming to Thailand on a tighter budget, go ahead, follow the tips I gave you today, and that will for sure help expedite the process of learning to be frugal. And when I first got here, it took me you know, months to be able to comfortably be on the budget I am now. And if you're coming here and you've got a, you know, pretty thin wad of cash, doing these things will for sure help you put some of that money aside, hopefully save some, keep you out of any mess, and in general, save some money for beers. All right, y'all, it is damn hot out here. I can't win. It's either pouring rain or it's crazy hot. Welcome to Thailand. But if you made it this far in the video, I'm assuming you liked it. Maybe you didn't. If you didn't, go down, let me know in the comments why. If you did, go ahead, hop down, give that like button a little tickle. It helps get my videos out to more people just like yourself. And thank you for tuning in. Catch you in the next one.